Sultan bin Sulayem, CEO and Chairman of DP World. Shai Efrati, you are the founder of the Aviv Clinic. Thank you so much for joining me. You are inaugurating the Aviv Clinic this week, and from what I've been reading, it's basically reversing the aging process. These are the headlines that I've seen. So let's start with the science behind it, Shai.
Let's start whether aging is a disease. It's better to start with that because in my background, I'm a physician. And as a physician, I used to treat diseases. So the first question that somebody like me had to ask himself is whether aging is a disease. Why it's an important question? Because if we say that aging is a disease, I have the legitimacy to investigate and find ways to reverse it. But if we are not referring to aging as a disease, then it's not for me. I need to deal with other stuff. My reply to that is that aging is indeed a disease. Why? Because it affects the quality of life. So if my cognitive performance, my physical performance are declining and my ability to perform the activity of daily living is declining, so this is a disease. And when we started it, it's not just saying aging, we measure it. Because if you want to tackle something, you need to measure it.
So what's being measured?
So with regard to aging, there is the definition of chronological aging. This is something that happened from the day that we were born until today. This is not relevant because this is something we cannot change yet. So we have a new definition, we call it biological aging. What is biological aging? Biological aging is the sum of two. The physiological aging, the way the different organs in our body are functioning, and we can measure each of them, and genomic aging, changes that happen to the DNA level. So we can demonstrate today that by giving this new therapeutical approach, we can actually reverse, take the biology back in time. So your biological aging is declined with respect to performance, the physiological aging, and also, and this is the most exciting thing, is the genomic aging. We demonstrate that we can reverse it even at the cellular level, and now it's a huge, intriguing, a lot of science to go into that.
But if we're trying to simplify it, I'm reading that it's using oxygen to do this. I know that you've already started some of the treatments yourself.
I think the background is I have a daughter who she has an autoimmune disease, which gave her inflammations, which we've been treating her in the States and various parts of the world. And finally, in Los Angeles, they told us the best place to go to complete what we've done up to a stage where we have helped her to regain her health. She's metabolizing her food better, but now the rest of it we cannot do. And there is one clinic in Israel that can do it. And that was a big decision for me to go and visit Israel, and that's how I met Professor Shai. And we looked at the system he's using, the protocol he's using, which we've seen it. We've taken her to hyperbaric chambers in the States, but we didn't see a change. And what he explained to us, it is a process totally different. It is a process that takes 3 months to see results achieved. But before even he will accept to see her, he needs to do tests on her. After he does the test, he will realize and discuss with us. If they can help her, they will admit her. If they cannot help her because of the test result, then they will not allow us to do a treatment. And so that is how we started.
We went 2018. So this is pre-Abraham.
No, 2017. And 18 we did 3 months. Now while they're doing my daughter, I also said to myself, since this is going to be good for my health, I will do it. So I did the treatment. And for me, of course, it is basically going to a chamber with low pressure and using a mask to breathe. And during that, every half an hour or 20 minutes, you take the mask off and you breathe normally, and then for a few minutes, and then you put it back. After the first treatment, I could see that my energy level have increased tremendously. My memory improved.
You feel a difference in your personal life
Absolutely.
since 2017.
My mind is crystal clear on exactly what I want to achieve. And that is, I think, different. And of course, my energy level increased tremendously.
Shai, do you hear the same reactions from other people?
That's what happened. At the end, it's pure biology. It's pure biology. It sounds like science fiction, but it's not fiction, it's science. So we have more than 1,000 patients per year in Tel Aviv that are getting the treatment. And now we have an amazing center here in Dubai, which is very exciting because we can join forces and build a bridge on the most important thing.